Hurricane Erin isn't just another storm, it's a phenomenon, a force of nature that has captured the attention of scientists, meteorologists, and millions of people across the globe. As it churns through the Atlantic, Erin is rewriting the rules of what we thought possible in hurricane formation and behavior. This storm has defied expectations, shifting its path unpredictably and growing in strength with every passing day, leaving experts scrambling to keep up. For over 40 days, this colossal hurricane has spun relentlessly, refusing to weaken or dissipate, its energy seemingly endless as it draws power from the warm Atlantic waters. Its eye, a deceptive calm at the center of chaos, is surrounded by walls of cloud and wind that reach speeds topping 180 miles per hour, enough to rip roofs from buildings and uproot ancient trees. From space, Erin appears as a monstrous pinwheel, wider than the entire state of Texas, its swirling arms stretching for hundreds of miles in every direction. The energy it unleashes is almost unimaginable, dwarfing anything we've seen in recent memory. The storm's power is equivalent to the detonation of thousands of nuclear bombs, all focused in a single spinning system. Meteorologists are calling it a benchmark, an event that will be studied for decades, a new standard for what hurricanes can become in a changing climate. Even hundreds of miles from its center, Erin's roar is felt. Coastal towns are battered by relentless waves and fierce winds, while ships at sea struggle to stay afloat in the storm's outer bands. It's a stark reminder of nature's raw, untamable power, a force that humbles even the most advanced technology and human preparation. Hurricane hunters, risking their lives to gather data, describe its core as a vast stadium of cloud, a surreal world where the sky seems to close in and lightning flashes in a wall that appears to touch the heavens. The spectacle inside the storm is both terrifying and awe-inspiring, with bolts of lightning illuminating the churning darkness. We've tracked every move, every surge, every unpredictable turn, watching anxiously as Erin approaches land, then shifts course again. Communities brace for impact, holding their breath as the storm nears, families huddled in shelters, eyes glued to the latest updates. And then, a collective sigh of relief as Erin veers away from the coast, sparing millions from disaster, at least for now. Yet, even from afar, Erin's presence is deeply felt. The storm is a warning, a glimpse of what our warming world can unleash, and a reminder that the next monster may not turn away. This isn't just a weather event, it's a story of survival, resilience, and adaptation. It's also a sign of storms to come, as our planet's climate continues to change and the oceans grow warmer. Erin has become a character in our lives, a constant presence on our screens, in our conversations, and in our collective memory. Social media buzzes with updates, theories, and personal stories, as people everywhere try to make sense of the storm's impact and what it means for the future. Its journey is far from over. Erin continues to carve its path across the Atlantic, its legacy growing with every mile. The story of Erin is just beginning, destined to be compared to the greatest storms in history, and to shape how we prepare for those yet to come. The Atlantic has never seen anything quite like this, a true monster, awakened by the forces of a changing world. Erin began its journey as a humble tropical wave drifting off the vast, sun-baked coast of West Africa, a region known as the birthplace of many Atlantic storms. At first it was just a faint swirl of clouds, barely noticeable among the endless blue. On the radar, Erin was little more than a whisper, an almost invisible disturbance easily overlooked by even the most seasoned meteorologists. Most tropical waves like this one simply fade away, swallowed by the vastness of the Atlantic. But Erin was different. It encountered a vast patch of unusually warm ocean water, a hidden reservoir of energy that would soon change everything. This warmth acted as rocket fuel, setting the stage for something truly extraordinary. In less than a day, the system began to organize. Clouds spun tighter, winds picked up, and soon, meteorologists gave it a name: Tropical Storm Erin. It was no longer just a wave, it was a force to be reckoned with. What happened next stunned experts. Erin underwent rapid intensification, a process where storms gain strength at an astonishing pace, transforming from a mild storm into a true powerhouse almost overnight. Erin rocketed from a tropical storm to a Category 1 hurricane, its winds howling and its structure tightening with every passing hour. But Erin didn't stop there. It climbed the hurricane scale, Category 2, then 3, then 4, defying every forecast and leaving meteorologists scrambling to keep up. Soon Erin became a Category 5 monster, with winds screaming at 185 miles per hour and its central pressure plunging to historic lows. The storm's eye became a perfect, ominous circle, an unmistakable sign of its immense power. Even more astonishing, Erin maintained this terrifying strength for days on end, a feat almost unheard of in Atlantic hurricane history. It seemed unstoppable, a relentless force of nature. Erin shattered records, becoming one of the strongest and longest-lived hurricanes ever observed in the Atlantic basin. Headlines around the world tracked its every move. Its journey from a simple, unremarkable wave to a Category 5 Titan is a dramatic lesson in the raw power of ocean heat and shifting atmospheric conditions. The storm's path traced a story of energy transfer and climate extremes. Meteorologists watched in awe and disbelief as Erin defied expectations, rewriting the rules of what a hurricane could become. This was no ordinary storm. It was a force of nature that would be studied for years to come, a storm that truly rewrote the history books. Erin's explosive growth is a stark warning. The ocean and atmosphere are interacting in new, unpredictable ways, making storms like this more likely in the future. The Atlantic will remember this storm for generations. And so will we, as Erin's legacy becomes a symbol of nature's growing power and unpredictability. As Erin barreled west, its powerful winds and swirling clouds painted a daunting picture from space. Puerto Rico braced for impact, memories of Maria still raw. The islanders, with a mix of fear and determination, prepared for the worst, boarding up windows and securing their homes. The storm's core missed the island, but outer bands brought flash floods, mudslides, and coastal erosion. A reminder you don't need a direct hit to feel a hurricane's wrath. The landscape bore the scars of Erin's passing, a testament to nature's unpredictable fury. The Bahamas watched anxiously, but a high-pressure system nudged Erin north, sparing them a direct strike but battering them with dangerous surf. The waves crashed relentlessly, a reminder of the storm's power even from afar. The U.S. East Coast, from Florida to North Carolina, prepared for the worst. Communities fortified their defenses, stocking up on supplies and securing properties against the impending threat. Evacuations swept the Outer Banks, highways jammed as people fled inland. The exodus was a testament to the storm's looming presence, as families sought safety away from the coast. Tension was high, but the same high-pressure shield kept Erin's eyewall offshore. This atmospheric barrier was a saving grace, preventing a direct hit but not the anxiety that came with it. The East Coast breathed a sigh of relief, but the danger wasn't over. Residents emerged cautiously, assessing the aftermath and counting their blessings. Erin's massive size meant its impacts, waves, wind and rain, were felt all along the coast. The relentless elements battered the shoreline, leaving a trail of debris and damage. Even without landfall, the storm haunted the shoreline for days. The beaches, once vibrant, lay empty and battered, a stark reminder of nature's might. Coastal communities learned, you don't have to be in the eye to be in danger. The indirect impacts were a sobering lesson in the power of hurricanes. Erin's near miss was a lesson in preparation and respect for nature's reach. Emergency crews and residents alike reflected on the importance of readiness in the face of such formidable forces. The storm's ghost lingered long after its center moved on. As the clouds slowly drifted away, the skies began to clear, offering a moment of calm after the storm. The Atlantic coast won't soon forget it. The sunrise over the ocean was both a symbol of hope and a reminder of the storm's enduring impact on the community. Erin never made landfall, but its power was felt everywhere. Massive swells, some 30 feet high, devoured beaches, eroded dunes, and flooded roads like North Carolina's Highway 12. Rip currents became deadly traps, claiming lives even on sunny days. Lifeguards worked non-stop, but the ocean's pull was relentless. Outer rain bands brought flash floods and power outages, disrupting life far inland. Erin proved hurricanes don't need to hit to cause chaos. The lesson: respect the ocean's power even from a distance. The storm's reach was far greater than any forecast cone. Instead of fading in the North Atlantic, Erin pressed on, passing Bermuda then heading for Europe. Most hurricanes die in cold water, but unusual conditions let Erin survive, even as it weakened and transformed into a post-tropical cyclone. It lost its eye, but not its punch, still packing hurricane-force winds and torrential rain. Erin's journey from Africa to Europe was a rare feat, a testament to its resilience in the changing climate. By the time it neared Ireland and the UK, it had churned for over a month, virtually unheard of. Europe braced for impact, facing a storm with the energy of a hurricane and the reach of a winter gale. Erin's trek showed that hurricane season is no longer just a Caribbean or American problem. The whole Atlantic is now in play. the lines between tropical and non-tropical storms are blurring. Erin's legacy storms can cross oceans and rewrite the map of risk. The Atlantic basin will never look the same. Erin's strength and longevity aren't random. They're symptoms of a warming planet. Ocean heat is the engine, and the Atlantic was several degrees above average during Erin's run. Warmth extended deep, letting the storm feed and intensify far longer than usual. In the past, storms would churn up cooler water and weaken. Erin just found more heat. A warmer atmosphere holds more moisture, making flooding rains even worse. Climate change is also shifting storm tracks and slowing their movement, compounding the risk. We can't say climate change caused Erin, but it made it far more dangerous. Erin is a preview of the new, normal, stronger, wetter, longer-lasting hurricanes. The records it broke may soon fall again. The era of supercharged storms is here. Erin's biggest lesson? Respect the ocean, even when the sky is clear. Deadly rip currents killed swimmers far from the storm's center. Listen to lifeguards and heed warnings. The ocean is no playground when storms churn offshore. Prepare for all impacts, not just a direct hit. Know your evacuation zone and have a go-bag ready. Don't let hurricane fatigue set in. Vigilance saves lives. Trust only official sources for weather updates. Misinformation can be deadly. Erin lingered for weeks, testing patience and preparedness. Stay cautious until the threat is truly gone. Danger can persist long after the storm passes. Preparedness is a marathon, not a sprint. The lessons Erin left behind are written in the sand it washed away. Don't forget them. Even without a direct hit, Erin left a trail of damage. Flooded roads, eroded beaches, battered homes. Recovery crews clear debris, repair infrastructure, and assess what's left standing. In Puerto Rico, communities rally to recover from floods and landslides, neighbors helping neighbors. Rebuilding isn't just about restoration, it's about resilience. Stronger homes, elevated roads, and restored dunes are the new priorities. Erin's close call is a wake-up. Our coasts are on the front lines of climate change. The human spirit shines brightest after the storm. First responders, volunteers, families starting over. Erin tested our resolve but didn't break it. From the Caribbean to the East Coast, perseverance is the real story. Hope endures, no matter how fierce the storm. As Erin finally dissipates, its legacy is clear. The age of supercharged storms is here. We must prepare. Stronger buildings, better plans, and smarter infrastructure. Support science, invest in forecasting, and never be complacent. But preparation isn't enough. We must tackle climate change at its root. Reducing emissions is about safety, not politics. Erin's journey from Africa to Europe proves this is a global challenge. The storm showed our vulnerability but also our resilience. Let's honor its lessons by building a safer, more prepared world. The next Erin is a matter of when, not if. We must be ready.